I did my edges today.
Come on, Edges today. All right, so we are live, and I'm pulling up YouTube to ensure it is in fact so, and I am sharing the link right now.
Yes.
Okay, let me see. Yes, we are in fact live. Let's get these links shared, baby. Oh, your hair grew so fast.
Who mine?
Yes.
Oh yeah. It has. The back of it still shorter than the front, but it's pushing through. It's pushing through. Alright. But you ain't gotta do all that. I'm gonna turn the volume down, and this is so I can read the comments with the folks.
Okay, I'm gonna go live on Instagram. Instagram. All right, y'all. We just getting situated, and we are going to get started.
You be so quick with sharing this. How did you share this to Twitter so fast?
Oh, girl, I just be quick. I'm just quick. You just quick with it.
Goddamn hands.
There's so much stuff on this desk. All right. All right. All right, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Cameray, and the Courageous on Cameray Music TV and Courageous TV, and we are here to do a Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review. We were out last week, but we are back.
Right.
And we are live, honey. So we're gonna talk about the show in chronological order as we do. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. If you're watching live on Instagram, please hop over to YouTube because we are not gonna be live on here too long. Okay. Like the videos and comment your thoughts below as we roll through the show.
Right.
You ready?
You making me want to get my phone so that way we can also go live simultaneously on Instagram. That's what you're making me want to do.
You made me want to, whatever you feel in your heart that you got to do, whatever you want to do.
I mean, my phone is in my bedroom. I could do a quick run, a quick little sprint to the room real quick.
Well, come on, be a track star.
All right. She's a runner. She's a track star.
What's up, Marcus?
She's gonna run away when it gets hard.
Yeah, man.
Voila. Back like I never left.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with Erica.
Yeah.
Erica said she got her apology. We know that last week they were discussing, their marriage and how Safaree was trending, honey, because he's raggedy. And
for that gaslighting, I seen that so much.
He don't care that he raggedy, girl. He don't care.
Man, she just needs to go ahead and let it go.
She do, because when she said she got her apology and he was like, his apology was half baked, girl, I wanted to hop through the screen. I said, Erica, we can do much better.
Yeah. I feel like, go ahead. I don't feel like nothing.
Prepared, they getting us ready for this news to tell Safaree that she's pregnant. And people kept saying on Twitter, like, how he didn't know. But remember, he was dragging her, saying that she gained all this weight.
Right.
When she got pregnant the first time. So
why would I tell you? And then he's going to say, we've been living in the same house. We under the same roof. How could I miss it? Exactly, my boy. How could you miss it? That's your fault. You wasn't engaged in that, my guy.
Girl, I just, with husbands like that, honey.
He just runs my gears.
And then he gonna say, well, how did you get pregnant? I mean, the way he reacted to the news, we could just let's just talk about them two, period, right? The way he reacted to the news, it just, for me, For me, fake the funk for the camera because you're embarrassing her, and it ain't cool.
It's not. It's not.
It ain't cool. I'm like, and then the way he rode away on the bike, girl. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so they head out. They're all dressed up. You know, the whole episode. She's doing her. First of all, she's doing her maternity shoot. She looks amazing. Erica always look good. And they're heading out for Yandy's birthday. So this is where we see Kirk and Rashida, Mendices and Yandy, Scrappy and Bambi, Erica and Safaree, and then Karli come pushing through with Lamar Odom.
It's this whole season. It has to be the choice of people for this season. Like somebody tweeted, it's like it's not giving what it used to give. Because right now the oldest people you have is Rashida and Karli, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like everybody's just slowly slipping away. Like we knew Karli was gonna come in here with another dude. We knew that. And we knew she was gonna say, I'm taking it slow.
Her whole rollout of just like, yeah, this is Lamar Odom. Like, sis, first of all, we know who Lamar Odom is and who introduced their boyfriend as Lamar Odom.
Yeah. Not his first and last name. This is Lamar.
Girl, Karli's a bird. She's a bird.
Not his first and last name. It's always the feedback for me that.
So he pushes through and he's real like seemingly like he don't want to be on camera. Child, he taking a shot. I thought he was trying to stay away from the alcohol because he's like a recovering addict. And alcohol is like alcohol is like a gateway type thing. But he seemingly like seemed like he didn't want to be there. You know, later on he seemed like he was fine with the camera. But I was like,
yeah, he might just have to I don't want to say get used to it, because didn't him and what's her face had a show, or he was on that show with the Kardashians?
That was before his whole, you know how them Kardashians be doing to the black man, girl. That was before that whole thing happened. See, let me just, Lamar Odom, girl, I got the history down, okay? So he was, you know, playing with the Lakers and stuff, and he got with Chloe type of thing. They was all in love. Now, she was down for real, because back then, you know, Chloe was the one different Kardashian. Okay, she had to be done. She was down for her man. They had the unisex cologne and all kind of stuff. Then he got on the drugs. I think they broke up or divorced or something. He was real cool with Rob, and he got on the drugs. And then she popped back up, like trying to help him with the sobriety and stuff. And then he like was seemingly doing a whole lot better. And then got with this other girl who was like a physical trainer or something.
Okay.
Had their thing, but then they ended up like falling out. Like it was a really nasty breakup, and so that's kind of where we at now. So he like kind of been through a whole lot. So I don't even think the same. I don't know, because even Chloe ain't the same.
See, I never watched the Kardashians, so this is my first time meeting him.
No, I didn't watch it. Well, I watched Lamar and Chloe. That's what I watched.
Yeah, I don't be messing with the Kardashians.
I see. So yeah, he did not look like he wanted to be there, and everybody was a little starstruck because he's probably the biggest person they've had, like who was big before the show. The next person I would say is Cardi B, but she like got big after the show, you know.
Yeah.
Like, as far as anybody else, they ain't had nobody that big on that show. Even Shaq. Has Shaq been on? No, that was Basketball Wives. So no.
Somebody in the comments says surgery will make you change.
Yeah, surgery will make you change.
It do something.
Will make you change. Okay, so I'm listening to Rashida give marriage advice. And she talking about how Erica and Bambi and they complaining about not getting breakfast in bed, like the spice and everything is missing and stuff, right? And Rashida gonna say that's young marriage. Y'all got young marriage problems. I'm like, sis, what is it that you wanted him to cheat and have outside babies? Like what happened in your marriage? Like I'm just confused. Like that type of stuff, that's normal everyday marriage problems.
She was like, well, I'm not married, so I don't know. But I think she was trying to say, like, y'all ain't even been through the hard part yet. Because I had tweeted about that. She was talking about some y'all still sucking on, types of milks and stuff. So I think she's just saying they haven't even been through no hard stuff yet.
That's what I'm saying. What's the hard stuff? What's the hard stuff? Your man cheating on TV? Is that the hard stuff, Rashida?
I mean, it probably is. I don't know. We're not living like them.
Girl, I don't know. I think that when people have been married a long time, like, let's not normalize just saying like, oh, y'all ain't been through nothing yet. Like, why don't you just hear what they saying? Because if the spice, I'm gonna tell you why the spice gone. Because they got all these kids. Bambi on number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Erica currently knocking on number 2. That's why the spice is missing.
That's just like adults in general though. Like saying about marriage and stuff, that's what I've been saying about adulting.
Mm-hmm.
Like people out here thinking that they know the keys and they got all the keys to these locks. Meanwhile, you can't even call Papa Lock to fix it. It's like nobody knows. Everybody goes through their own little stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, so let me go down. Okay, so we know that it's Yandy's birthday theme in DC. I guess she wanted to get out with everybody, have a good time, and DC ends up getting her own rose. Royce, honey.
All black baby. Everybody immediately was like, where did Mendices get the money for this? What is his job?
Girl,
how much income he make? And I was like, dang, the man can't buy a car. I do think that Yandy is very deserving of that car because your boy got locked up. And she did what she had to do. I feel like between them two, he see that she held it down. Like, I feel like she deserved that.
Bro, she deserves that and more. She held it down. She held it down with the kids. She held it down with all them doggone baby mamas. She held it down with his mama.
I was going to say that his mama.
Girl, it's his mom. Child. Anyway.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah. So Scrappy has this performance with Safaree. And I'm thinking, where they at? Because
I couldn't see that part either. I don't know.
I'm confused how that crowd was packed, and even though the world is just now pretty much opening up, I'm like, I don't foresee a crowd this big. So I wanted to know where they was at, honey.
I feel like the crowd would probably be popping because of the previous lockdown. People just want to get out. So they want to get out so bad that they're going to go see Lil Scrappy and Safaree.
Atlanta pretty much been open. Atlanta and Texas, we pretty much been open. But I'm just like, where is y'all at that they allowed this big crowd like this? That's my point. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It wasn't New Orleans, I can tell you that.
Anyway,
we still in trouble.
Safaree performing with this fur on.
Who?
Safaree.
I didn't see that part, but I wholeheartedly can visualize it.
Yes, he had on a fur in the hot Atlanta humidity.
Was it brown or gray or something like that?
It was gray and black.
Yep.
Yeah, he had it on on one shoulder. But him and Scrappy are having a conversation. You know, we've been catching these little male conversations between them two in different places. We had the gym. You know, they was at Yandy's party thing talking about it now. Here we are. They talking out in the parking lot. Basically, Safaree saying he getting a vasectomy.
Wasn't it somebody else on the show that was trying to get one too at one point?
Probably Kurt, girl.
I feel like it was either him, it was either Kurt or Young Jock. But I feel like
either one needed it.
All of them, honestly.
Either one. All right, Instagram, I'm gonna tell y'all bye-bye, but join us on YouTube where we are live. So yeah, either one. Okay. Needs one. But yeah, he was talking about getting one, and I'm just like, is this something that the producers ask because they know that they're about to say, like, oh, he's pregnant, y'all pregnant with another child? I don't know. But he's talking to Scrappy about that. Scrappy saying, you don't want to do that. You know, just playful, manly talk. But this kind of segues us into what's going to happen later on in the episode. Let's move on to Lil Baby Tate.
This is my girl. Did she have on the blonde hair, or was okay? Okay.
Okay,
I'm
look,
learning.
she had me a little annoyed. Because I don't know how old she is, but I just saw.
I can find out. Let's find out.
I just saw so much of. Oh, we're young.
Is it Lil Baby Tate? What's
Yeah.
her name?
Yeah. Okay, so she rolls to go pick up Guwap. I'm sorry, Guap Daddy. Is that the name?
Oh wait, it's Young Baby Tate.
Oh, Young. Okay,
I typed in Lil and was like, what?
The synonym of young with little. Okay, they're not the same. Okay, Young Baby Tate. Got it.
Yeah, she's young. She's not small.
Got it. Young, small, tiny, little. Okay, all in the same. So she is going out to California to do some work, going out to Cali, going out to LA, and she is meeting up with her boo, Guap Dad.
I think it was Guap, yeah.
Guap Dad is Grammy nominated. He has the #1 song, Chicken Adobo. Okay. If you didn't know though.
I'm sorry, chicken
adobo, the dish. Filipino dish, I believe.
Okay.
I haven't heard the song. I think they showed a little bit of the music video and I checked out because okay.
Also, Young Baby Tate is 22.
Okay, so yeah, it's getting very young, which is fine, live your life, but that young part was sticking out for me and I was just like having some secondhand embarrassment. So basically, this is her boo. This is her bae. This is her city, and they chilling on the beach and, they talking.
Is it Kobe or is it Honey?
It's Honey. Okay, so they chilling on the beach, they kissing. She's talking about she want to have her birthday out in Jamaica. Are you coming? Mm-hmm. And I kind of felt like he was sincere because he's like, the only reason I'm gonna say no is because my brother is getting married. And I'm thinking like, even if you know the date of your brother's wedding, you may not know like the festivities leading up,
Right.
So maybe he was just like, I'm not gonna, What did you think? Did you think he was schizo off top, or were you like?
He gives that vibe. He reminds me of Sway Lee when I look at him, but I feel like Sway Lee and him have two totally different personalities. When I seen the last part, that little last clip where he was like chucking the deuces or whatever, I was like, yeah, I saw that coming. And then I see, what is that girl? What's the girl? It's Young Baby Tate still, right? She changed her wig from blonde to black, right?
Yeah, the rainbow.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I feel like I said this in the beginning. Is it Young Baby Tate that I said she was going to turn into the bad guy?
You said that, but where is she the bad guy?
Because that dude, you didn't see the look on her face when that dude chucked the deuces at her? She's going to kill him.
Well, I would kill him too, girl.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. But I'm just saying she's going to turn into the bad guy, and this is the part where that happens.
Well, I don't think she's going to turn into the bad guy because we all on her side. I just feel like this dude is playing because of what he ended up doing later on. Like, when they have let's just group all her stuff together because, hold on, let me make sure. Yeah. Okay, so they decide to go to the beach, right? They leave the beach because she's saying that she's having a little kickback at her Airbnb later on. And I was like, cool. Right, so all her friends are over there. She's sitting on the dude's lap. And she's saying, like, you either my boo, you either my bae, or you not. Right? And for me, the way you rolled it out was like, yeah, I got this little thing. I got this little dude I talked to in LA, but it ain't no thing. Like, you make it seem like it was real, true. So now that y'all around y'all people, you want him to claim you, but she wasn't claiming. Like,
it's probably because she'd been telling the crew about how much she liked this dude and how much she probably didn't think he did something, and she misconstrued in her head the thought that was actually going on. So now it's like, we're in front of my friends. I need you to show them this part.
I'm not pushing all the way to LA and being like, this just my boo, my babe, like, something ain't adding up. So, so that's the first thing. So then the friend pulls her aside and she saying some questions the producers then fed her, like, so where do you see this going? Like, what do you think a relationship looks like in the music industry? Like, your friend ain't really asking you that. The producer's asking that.
Yeah.
And so she said she wanted a Jay-Z and Beyonce type of love.
That was a big reach.
Yes.
That was a big reach.
A huge reach.
It's good to have goals. I'm never going to stop nobody from going for their goals, but that's a big reach.
A huge reach.
That's top. They are top in the industry. They top in other parts. They're top in different areas. I know they have multiple streams of income, but like to say that you are no, you can't be. I'm sorry. You way from Love and Hip Hop. You way from Atlanta. You not even this. Love and Hip Hop was making you popular. Like, you not gonna sit here and say that you Beyonce and Jay-Z who been here well over 10 years.
Well, I don't know if it was. I don't think she was saying they're Beyonce and Jay-Z. I think that she's saying she would like to be a power couple like they are. Like, she wants to aspire to have a relationship like that within the music industry. But I'm like, he ain't the one, sis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying wholeheartedly. Like, what? First of all, check yourself too. What are you doing to provide this? Because clearly, if you linking up with these people that have no potential of being any part of Jay-Z or even Flavor Flav in a relationship, what are you doing? Not even Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav. Girl, I just feel like if we're gonna talk about Beyonce, we can't be giving performances like the first one with the clouds.
And that was with the pink and the yeah. I feel like if Beyonce was in a room by herself, she'd fill up that room like with her energy and make it her own thing. But was she rapping or was she singing like a slow
singer? And that's the thing. Like, I believe in ambition. Do that, be that. I mean, my Snapchat name is Beyonce. So I mean, it's high expectations. I get it. Oh. But you putting a lot on this dude that ain't even claiming you, and it's making me upset. It's upsetting me and my
homegirls. It's upsetting.
Because we be so quick to like claim these dudes, and the dude don't be claiming. And it's just like, no, girl, you can have somebody so much better. He's dusty.
Yeah, he not it.
So they playing Two Truths and a Lie. After her friend laughs at her, because we always laugh, okay? They playing Two Truths and a Lie. And Boo, Guap Dad, used this opportunity to say his three truths, or his two truths and a lie. He said he Grammy nominated. He was born in 91, and he going to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, she had asked him if he would go to Jamaica. So I'm just like, if a dude care about you, he not gonna gaslight you in that way when he already told you before. Like, he'll let you know, and then he used this opportunity in front of everybody to let you know he's not going, but putting it in a little game.
Yeah, he does. I'm not gonna talk to no dude named Guap anyway. That's what's frustrating too. Like, you've been put on a pedestal in front of your friends. In front of your friends.
Girl.
I don't have time for it.
No ma'am. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. So that's my main thing. My thing is, we just want to make sure we're putting the best representation of ourselves out on TV, and you done gave this dude too much airtime already. Too much airtime on the backs, on the cloaks, on the strings and threads of
And he had already made you look bad. He already made you look bad. That's my biggest fear.
In one episode.
We don't even know him.
We don't even know him. And
First impression of him is you looking retarded.
We only know him through you.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna see about young Baby Tate. Seems like they breaking it off next week, which is fine, girl. Break it off, girl.
Yeah.
Who did it on camera though? I'd have been like, yeah, go out there. Me and him are done. Moving on like Maya. We good. Okay, honey. I guess you just want a spotlight this week. I guess.
Yeah, she all up in there.
All right, so Karli Redd's restaurant. Apparently, she's opened a new restaurant through during the pandemic. Johnny's Chicken and Waffles. The chicken and waffles look good.
I love chicken and waffles. I don't care where they come from. Oh God, I don't care where they come from.
They do look good.
My thing about that, when she walked in, she said, "Lamar Odom is here.
Oh my God.
Make sure y'all do everything good." But hold on, because I know I ain't no Lamar Odom, but baby, if I come into your establishment, I still want to have the customer service like Lamar.
Girl,
I want that for me.
And she's such a bird. That's just all I got to say. For It's Rocks, if y'all watch her, It's Rocks. She always calls her a bird, and it's very fitting. Girl.
Yeah, I was finna say she plays her role very well. She's the mess maker. She's the old. I don't want to say old hag, but
it's weird to see her say like, "Oh, I'm taking it slow with Lamar," and
you think it's weird?
Yeah.
We have heard this story so many times.
Have we heard her say it over and over again?
I feel so. This time with Jock, we are taking it slow and all of this drama. And this time with Light, I just love him so much. He isn't rushing. And Mo, I love him so much. And then the next week, it's a funeral party.
Was she talking about going through my divorce? Did they get married?
I feel like they did, but they didn't have like a big wedding.
Well,
I don't recall them having a big wedding, but I think that they got like low key engaged. Yeah. I remember them getting married. I remember them getting married. It wasn't no big wedding though.
I think he's currently dealing with a case, the PPP loan, girl.
Now that's key.
That's key. Do that PPP loan.
Y'all better be careful with them PPP loans, baby. Possibly put you in prison.
Okay, so Yandy and DC, they're playing basketball with the family. They have this conversation about infinity. You know the background on infinity
and beyond. I know that she was adopted. She was adopted by Yandy, right? And
whoa. I don't know the correct terms, but maybe I know that Yandy was her foster mother. So yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that made me think about like how many levels to this are there. Because I know, not to say it like this, but I know when you foster animals, you keep them for a little while and then you eventually give them back to the owner. But we do know.
I think there's fostering and then I think there's actually adopting. But also she turned of age. So she became so I don't know.
Okay.
Girl, these dogs. Okay, so basically there's all this drama, right? Because we thought, or you thought, or we thought, I don't know, that she was out the picture because Mendices came home and maybe he had like something with his probation or where he couldn't, I don't know. I didn't realize she was so old.
Mm-hmm.
Technically 18.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that, number one. Basically, they're having this conversation. And Yandy's like, it was Christmas. Infinity said that she wasn't coming home. She reached out. She said, hey, you come home for Christmas? Infinity said no. And so then they posted a picture. Wasn't even no posed, like everybody sitting in a family picture type thing. Everybody was matching. They stood up in front of the tree and took a picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Infinity goes online and says, basically I've been excluded or kicked out from the family. I'm writing a memoir and I'm doing a tell-all. like ready to drag the whole family. And I'm like, Yandy been down for this girl. So I'm a little confused.
I do agree with that. I agree with that Yandy had been down for her and stuff like that. She shouldn't have taken it to social media and all this other stuff. But I do think that there was a miscommunication between her and Yandy, because Yandy just asked her what was she doing for Christmas, and she said she was going with her family. And I feel like if this photo was very important to Mendices and y'all, and he was okay with her being there, she should have brought it up like, hey, we're trying to take a picture, a family picture, we want you to be here. And then
so this is what, sorry to cut you off. This is why I'm confused about that part, because then when they meet up later, they are seemingly talking about an inappropriate relationship between, it seemed like a boyfriend that Infinity had, like maybe a little older. Yandy didn't approve of it. Infinity was like, she ain't care what Yandy thought, she gonna date the dude. And then, like, there was some dissension, like, okay, you're going to go stay with your grandma. So maybe Yandy was being more like, hey, what are you doing? Like, trying to be like that cool parent to be like, hey, this is what we're doing. I don't want to push the issue because I know you grown now.
Yeah, I don't think she actually said what the intentions were for Yandy's Christmas, which is why it looks like I hit you up, asked you what you was doing. I didn't say anything about us taking a family photo, and here it is online. I would feel some type of way about it too. Even if you knew I wasn't coming, I would still, if I really wanted you to be there, I would still mention it to you and let you decide. And then, of course, if you don't show up after that, I got to move forward. But
they might not have been in that place where she felt like, I can say something that I want her to do because we already having this dissension because I don't approve of who you dating.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it seemed like from the end. Like, it seemed like they just wasn't, because she said, she was like, how you gonna let this person come in between, that's what Infinity was saying. Like, you let this person cause all this stuff between me and you, and now you didn't kick me out and send me back to my grandma's house. And Yandy was like, yes, because I told you to do something. You didn't do it. So that's why we're here, right? And so, I don't know. I mean, because we don't know the real story. But
right.
I think something like that, there's so many different nuances and different intricacies that kind of make you feel like, oh, like, were there ill intentions behind this? But then Yandy's like, well, why would I do that? I've been down for you all this time.
Yeah, that makes sense too. I'm feeling both sides very hard, which is why it's confusing to put them together. Yeah. I do think Yandy kind of brought up the relationship situation out of nowhere, because she was asking Infinity, like, what was the problem? And Infinity told her exactly what it was. Yandy didn't answer that directly. She brought up something else. I think she was saying, dang, I forgot. But she had said some type of sentence statement in the form of a question, and Yandy completely moved over it and started talking about the dude. Because I even tweeted, I was like, Yandy's not even listening to what she's saying.
I wonder if, well, Yandy's very good at deflecting, honey. We've seen it all too many times with Kim Bella, Jim Jones. Like, we saw that a lot back then. But do you have to use the bathroom? I'm almost done.
Tell Honey next time if she wants to be in a live, she's going to need her own camera.
How you know that's Honey?
To be set up.
Girl, she's the diva girl trying to stop my whole stream because she got business. You can wait. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know the intentions, because when it comes to parenting, Yandy's staying right there. Okay. She don't care about them kids. She ride it out for them kids. What did you think about Mendices saying, well, she can't come back to this house. Like, y'all need to go have that talk at a hotel or whatever, and then y'all can come to the house when y'all are good to go.
At first, I thought he was saying that she couldn't come to the house and she need to go stay at a hotel. I was like, that's going to make it real hard for Yandy to even communicate that to her with them being in the situation that they're in. Then when he kind of changed it and said, y'all need to have this conversation before y'all come to the house, I kind of understand that. Like, my guy has not been able to live in his house for quite a long time. And why do I want to feel like I'm walking on eggshells inside of my house? Like, if honestly, I think you have a right to say what energy you want welcomed into your house and what energy you don't, regardless of who it is.
Yeah, and I think the main thing is she went straight to social media when she had a problem.
Yeah.
Look at her. Get down. She went straight to social media, so it's like, are you gonna do that again? Like, are you just gonna post pictures? Like, I'm on probation, like.
I don't feel like I don't know. I don't really feel like she's going to do it again based on that little teaser that they gave us at the end when Mendices was talking to her saying, like, how am I able to trust you again? I felt like in that situation, they probably going to work something out to where it gets resolved.
She looks super different, though. She looked like money.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, though, I think when Infinity was introduced to us, she was already in, like, 9th grade. So it would make sense for her to be in college right now because that wasn't that long ago.
That's true. So I guess my main thing with them is going to be, Mendice's got a lot of kids. And, Yandy, she's very giving, very loving. I love them together. I love what they're trying to do. I just hope Infinity, I hope she can get it together because it just seemed like she's very emotional. Like, I can't stand when people walk away when I'm trying to resolve something. I can't stand it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand it. Because I understand that a lot of people walk away because it's going to escalate if they stay. I understand like the why, but I also feel like when you walk away, you escalate the situation because you could have just sat there and tried to work through it. Girl, it's a ghost.
Don't you say that. Don't you say that. Did you hear it though?
I did.
Okay.
Was it your dog?
No. No.
You said it was raining though, right?
I don't think it has for a couple of hours now. But I think someone probably walked in their crib that's next door to me and they probably hit their door and it was just really loud and I heard it.
Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, we're moving on. That's what happened. Okay, so I forgot to say Spice was she at the little dinner earlier for Yandy?
What dinner for
Yandy? I think Spice was there.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing her.
Okay. Not really important because we did see her later on.
Yeah, she's not
throwing a Jamaican day for Safaree in the backyard. This annoyed me as well. Okay. Because I understand what Erica was trying to do. She's trying. She's
the only one trying.
The only one, Niecy.
She's the only one trying.
The only one.
At some point, you just literally have to let it go. And it's crazy because I said this last week, like with Erica, I feel like you can see how stressed and exhausted she is physically.
Like, I'm stressed and exhausted watching her talk to him. I feel like I was saying the same words, like word for word with her, like trying to avoid emotions and trying to stay positive and trying to stay in the moment and give you happiness and cheer so that you're already there. Girl, it was making me upset.
Now, help me with this. When she was in the confessional and she was saying about how it's something that she said that made me believe that we've seen that already. Like, do you think that was a teaser for season 10? Because she was in the confessional, she was pregnant, and she was like, I just wonder what he thinks or something like that. But I've seen that whole confessional before.
It could have been. I don't remember it, but
yeah.
It could have been. I just so she has Spice over because y'all know she's Jamaican, the queen of dance hall. Mm-hmm. And she's gonna put on a performance for Safaree. She got the backyard set up. They cooking the Jamaican food. It's been the pandemic, so he hasn't been able to travel back home, which apparently he probably goes a lot, right? And so he comes in, they got the girls blindfolding him, and he like, oh, this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of I need in my marriage. Bring the girls, blindfold me, take me to the room. You said it's not like a music video every day, but this is what I'm talking about.
Exactly. He got way too freaking happy.
Girl, I'm like,
way too happy.
You're the one who wanted to be married. What is this about, bro?
And I'm sitting here like, you getting all excited, and this girl she finna kill your soul and tell you that she having a whole nother baby again. Right. You got to start from the beginning again,
girl. So you know, they take him back there, takes the blindfold off. Spice is twerking it, juking it, popping it, dropping it, all this stuff, right?
Wait. What did her and Erica say?
Oh, something. Me pawn this something. She was trying to say something, girl. She's trying to teach her.
Something about that poom poom.
Yeah, something. So go with me with your imagination, okay? This could be a stretch. Their first year of marriage was, you know, they keep saying how it was so hard, right? But I think the first year of marriage is hard, period. Okay, It's hard. But y'all were in quarantine and she was pregnant and had your first child. And it wasn't even just that y'all were in quarantine. We were in a pandemic. The first thing to ever happen in the United States where y'all didn't even know if y'all money was going to come in for sure. Because y'all show was cut. So I'm like, it makes sense to me that it would be super stressful because of all those things, you know?
Facts.
Versus like now it's not a pandemic. Now you can have a nanny. Now you can go out. Like you can, you know, be out, go hang with the guys, or, you know, you don't have to worry about bringing this virus into your home. So I'm like, maybe that's why it's so hard. Why is nobody acknowledging that?
You don't have that. That is very true. I didn't think of that. It's like you're learning life, you're learning each other, you're learning parenting.
That's why they say, like, and that's why I don't have no kids. I mean, I'm not gonna count it completely out, but everybody knows I'd be like, I don't want no kids. I'm a teacher. That's enough for me. Okay.
Right.
But it is like when you get married, you essentially have to learn how y'all gonna do things as we.
Yeah.
You're taking a whole lot, and not to mention y'all quarantine. You can't leave the house, and they don't work 9 to 5s.
And you don't even know how to go through the pandemic as yourself, like by yourself. So now, that was a whole learning experience. They probably, honestly, that could be a whole freaking lot, and they probably just tired of being around each other.
Yeah, because the thing is, like somebody like Kirk and Rashida, they've been up under each other through lots of. That's where I would get her saying like, "Oh, they ain't even really been through nothing." Like I could get that part. Even Yandy and Scrappy, like they've been having all these kids, like they've been in the house, you know. But
now you just calling them rabbits.
Erica and Safaree, who are two very like extroverted people, life of the party, like to be the spotlight. Now you're forced in seclusion,
right?
Quarantine. Y'all have this child. It's hard. Like the baby be crying. Like, come on. So I get it being hard. What I don't get is Safaree's demeanor.
Everything.
Girl. So she sits him down. She's ready to talk to him, you know, tell him the big news. She pulls it up on her phone and hands him the phone to show him the ultrasound. Girl, I never seen him so straight-faced.
I honestly believe that one being that we just found out about all this quarantine and trying to live with each other thing, I think they need to both take 2 separate, well-deserved vacations, enjoy their time with themselves, and find a way to come back together. Just like Erica said, she said she was trying to make sure that this don't happen again when they do have another child. I'm sorry. I'm just I don't know, but for when they do have another child, so I feel like they should try taking a vacation and coming back together because you still pregnant, you can't be by yourself too long or whatever, and then if not, they just need to let it go.
So, but my thing is, I think he's been doing that. He goes away often, and just like I was telling you last week, he cheated. That's he's
gonna end up leaving, and they're gonna end up being divorced. And I didn't know that, but I said he'll probably leave based on the way that he's been acting. And honestly, if I was pregnant, I wouldn't want the damn energy around me anyway. I wouldn't.
But that's here's the thing, like she tweeted this week that she tweeted this week that the baby was made it out of the NICU, right? So they, the baby was in the NICU. He was down in Florida or wherever he was partying it up. The baby made it out of the NICU. And it's like, he was nowhere to be found. She thanked all these people for like keeping her kids, being there for her. And I'm just like, that infuriates me. It infuriates me because she didn't even, and I'm going to keep saying it, she didn't even want him, Niecy. She didn't even want him. He was doing the most, trying to get at her, and she finally was just like, okay, yeah, let me see where this goes. And then it just ends up being some mess. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, he is saying how it was so hard when they had this child, and he didn't want another child, and how are they gonna do that? And I'm just confused because where was you at in sex ed? Like, if you have the unprotected sex, like, this is what's gonna happen. Like, I'm
confused at him saying, how are we gonna do that? Like, y'all don't have the money.
Like, y'all don't have the money. If you stop throwing it around in the strip club.
Yeah, I don't think like you said, if they get like a nanny, there's way too much stuff out here for it to just be that stressful.
But that's like maybe during quarantine, I get it, because we were like, we don't know who got it. We can't just be looking at nannies because they did not have COVID testing readily available. They didn't have vaccinations. Like, but now, like, you can, now your show's back on, and they probably make like $5,000 to $10,000 an episode. So, I don't know. He rides away on his bike, girl.
Why did he pop the wheelie at the end? That's all I want to know, because I don't understand it. When you make a dramatic exit, do you pop wheelies? What was the point of that? That whole thing? I was hoping that he fall. And we just caught it on camera. I was praying for that.
Well, I guess we're going to see what happens next week. I still am feeling like, I'm glad the show is back. Like, it's cool, but it's not giving the drama. Like, Erica and Safaree are very much carrying this show on their back.
Also, I realized that they are, and then that's some more stuff that's going to add to the stress. I feel like Safaree's love language is probably gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since he's not getting gifts, because that's what my love language is, low key, if I don't get like, and I'm not saying no expensive gift, but just kind of like Erica said, with her, he stopped giving her flowers and she felt unappreciated type thing. That's kind of how I be sometimes. Right. He is not somebody that you lean on for emotional support at all.
Yeah, but I was just talking about this earlier. Okay. Mm-hmm. Women are groomed from the very beginning to be wives and mothers. Okay. It's pretty freaking annoying. Okay. Mm-hmm. From the princess movies to how we play house. And then boys simply are not. They're groomed to be protectors and workers. Okay. Bosses. Girl, I thought this dog was taking a dump in the She's not, but she
told you, come on, 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm it's okay. We're almost ready. We're almost gonna go. Okay. So to see, I'm sorry. So when men can't navigate the emotions or understand, like, when you become someone's person,
yeah,
you have to be there for all of the things. Like, and y'all communicate that. Like, okay, I'm not the most emotional, but I really need for you to show your love in this way. This is what works for me. Y'all communicate that between the two of y'all. So when men just can't navigate, like, they can do all the physical stuff. They can be protectors. They can be hard workers and provide the money and all that type of stuff. But the I don't know, an example, like your cycle that you get every month, you somehow don't understand it, but you've been around it for 12 times 17 years.
Right.
Like, what? You know, that's the part for me that just kind of be jarring, a little confusing. So with Safaree, Scrappy, Quirk, like all these people, it's like there's enough of y'all to build a network and figure it out. The one who seems okay in his relationship is Jock, but we don't be all up in it.
Yeah, and that's probably why it's going the way it's going. Is he still with the
lawyer lady?
Kendra?
Yeah, I think he is with Kendra.
I had to remember her name and make sure it was still the same thing. But yeah.
And even Mendici seemed like relationship stuff. I mean, I know they was on that show, the marriage thing, but I mean, he was locked up. So he probably need a little minute to get back in the throes of things.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like he good to go. Like he don't have no problems with like making his wife happy, you know. So
yeah.
Anyway, that was the show this week. If you're watching, whoever's watching, if you guys got comments, questions, or things that we missed, please put them in the comments. We'll wait a couple minutes before signing off, or unless you got something else, Niecy.
Nope. Make sure you subscribe to my channel too. I got some projects coming out pretty soon.
Yeah.
Can't too much.
Yes. Come on, project. Girl, I was in California just living my best life. Now it's back to reality.
Back to life. Back to reality. Back to life. Back to reality. Back to life. Oh. Okay, stop, because we're gonna have a whole concert in here. And I'm about it.
What is this? No, I was in the mall.
Were you in the mall?
I was. Girl, I went to 2 malls today. I had the 53, but the clerk was missing. So I seen this Beyonce canvas today that I really wanted. And it's like a best of canvas store in this mall. So it had like Kobe Bryant, different art paintings of like Kobe Bryant, Houston paintings, like all these like rappers in a barbershop. It had like, it was pretty cool. I'll show you. And I was like, oh, I want this Beyonce one. And I'm looking around. I'm like, where's the person that works here? Like, I could literally take this painting and just walk up out of here.
Did you do that?
I did not do it.
Okay.
But the person never showed up. I walked the whole mall and even came back. I was like, y'all don't want no business.
Dang.
I'm like, I really could have just took it and walked out.
At the canvas place in Houston, get your stuff together.
I probably should have did it just to trick the system.
To teach them a lesson.
Well, like, just to trick the system to wake them up and be like, somebody's trying to walk out with this painting, to be like, okay, you're here. Let me pay for it. Come on.
Yeah, I've been looking for you. It took me to do this. That's a really great idea, honestly.
Well, maybe I'll go back tomorrow. But with employees like that, I mean, how you going to maintain a business? Maybe because it's in the mall, he's used to nobody buying anything. Maybe that's what it is. So I'm just like,
yeah. Maybe you have to order online. Maybe you should find a website for them.
I took a picture of their email, and I'm about to go in.
Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, it is extremely unprofessional to not be present at the time of business. Your shop was clearly open. All the lights were on. The door was open.
All we hear is them nails, sis. And I'm like, yeah.
All right. Okay. I guess that's our time.
Yep.
We'll see y'all next week. Comment your thoughts down below.